Tonight on Hip on the Spot News, we land and discover the ground forces. Combined Arms has great potential in the future. A real-time strategy game is possible in DCS world. And we see other titles that resemble what could be. This and more on How I Play. Hello virtual pilots, I'm Andre Celesti, and tonight we are going to talk about the Combined Arms module in DCS world. For those of you not knowing, Combined Arms gives you control of the ground forces during operations in DCS world. You can use the command map to move units on the battlefield, set artillery fire missions, and control the ground battle. You can also assume the role of a Joint Terminal Attack Controller or JTAC and designate targets for players in air, ground or sea. Now before you jump in the comment section and type, "Andre, we don't care about tanks, we love to fly." Hear me out. This is a DCS module, part of the digital combat simulator that we enjoy and love and invested time and money into. Combined Arms gives more options for those things that we like to blow up. You know, when they try to get us down while flying our favorite planes, jets or helicopters. It's a module that brings value to our experience when in the skies or just above the ground, and it has great potential in the future. So having Combined Arms gives you the opportunity to play a real-time strategy game, also giving you the option to direct the ground battle from the cockpit of a DCS aircraft. Yes, but is it any good? Well, when talking about modules and textures, DCS has come a long way in the last few years. And we are still waiting to see more units being changed, retextures, and maybe given better aiming sights or quality of life improvements. Here at How I Play, we only use Combined Arms when we showcase model changes, need a cinematic look to a scene, and the usual shenanigans for fun. Yeah, that's the truth. But I would love to enjoy the Combined Arms module like I do from time to time other titles, like Gunner Hit PC. You may have heard about this game, it's still in early access, like Combined Arms being still in development and improving bit by bit. Gunner Hit PC is a game/simulation of tank battles, providing awesome fire control and ballistic simulation featuring very simple controls. Basically, Combined Arms control set is very close to it. Now, being simple and simulating tank battles is the foundation for a rich single-player campaign mode, skirmish missions, and yet to come cooperative multiplayer modes. Basically, again, very similar to DCS Combined Arms that satisfies many options for every taste. The game also includes infantry and support units, because tanks weren't built to fight alone. AI-controlled Combined Arms forces will round up the tactical environment and let armored units shine the way they were meant to. Now, why compare these titles? Well, check it out. The gameplay from Gunner Hit PC matches what Combined Arms in DCS world is and also could be. Now we need to address the elephant in the room. Hello. Yes, hello. So there is this thing called performance. It's a highly defended factor in DCS world, and users try to keep it as good as possible so they can enjoy. Yes, it's true. Yes, but you see, if you start adding highly detailed models, yes, but we already do. I know you do, but maybe having better physics and different aiming systems will impact performance for a module that not everyone is using. I don't think so. Let me stop you there. So there are many things that can take time in DCS world. The community knows this. Modules that are still in development and require more features, fixes and improvements. You see that on a weekly basis, more or less. We cover all the open beta patches that add many fixes and new additions, as well as sometimes cause other issues to appear. It's nothing new these days, but it's good to reach out for more, especially with a title that has so much potential. And moving on, Combined Arms supports both single-player and multiplayer gameplay. When in multiplayer, different players can take on different roles such as artillery commanders, tank commanders, pilots, JTACs, and so on. DCS Combined Arms allows you to fully control the battle. Now let's also imagine what a full fidelity tank module will look like in DCS. Andre, wake up. Wait, what? What was I doing? Dreaming. Please continue with explaining Combined Arms, alright? Oh yeah, where was I? All roles can be changed dynamically during the battle. A function that Combined Arms introduces is the ability to set ground command roles and the number of players that can take each role. These include ground commanders that control all type of friendly ground forces, JTACs that provide unique features to designate ground targets for close air support, game masters that see and control all units from both sides, observers that can view all the actions but do not direct any units. Mission designers can choose which of these roles to include in a mission and how many multiplayer slots for each one. So all these functions have a place in the future of DCS, and imagine once the dynamic campaign is integrated in the core sim, how things will change for the better in Combined Arms. And I forgot to mention that in addition to the ground command roles, players can also direct ground forces from the cockpit of their DCS aircraft. That sounds nice, because it is. Meanwhile, the command map is the strategic interface that allows you to move ground forces, set formations and rules of engagements or ROE, plan indirect fire missions, artillery and rocket launchers, and view all friendly forces and detect hostile forces. And on the map, you get the fog of war, and the system will only display hostile units that are first detected by friendly forces. This makes the need of reconnaissance essential in Combined Arms. If you want to know more, I linked everything in the video description. Now, as we see, in recent times, the Combined Arms units have been also expanded thanks to the highly creative community. Modders like Current Hill, 8ball and many others bring new units and capabilities into DCS world. We have our show dedicated to all of these new mods and add-ons for the sim called the Add-on Spotlight series. If interested, make sure to check it out. The next episode is on the way and features many new additions plus a few surprises. I really hope that, secondary to the most important things like modules in development and improvements to the core sim, the Combined Arms module will flourish and get its full potential for more fun and exciting moments on the ground in the DCS world. But please, tell us what you think. Should ED also focus on improving this module, or is best to keep it as it is and continue with other things? Leave your comments down below. And that's it. Thank you all for watching. Remember to check our sponsor VR Rock for your VR blue light protection and prescription lenses. Many thanks to our patrons that support our channel: Rhinox, Richard Burnside, Steven Adashchik, Pegasus24, Runan, Crash, Santiago Ordonez, Hobo, Dieter Nussbaumer, Tony Prince, Mr. D, Ian Masak and Moltjam. Thank you guys for supporting our channel, and if you want to support us, feel free to use the thanks button here on YouTube, check our sponsor and become a patron. Remember to leave us a like if you find the video informative, and subscribe to keep in touch with all the latest news on your favorite simulators and games. I am Andre Celesti, reminding you to fly safe, and I'll see you next time.